Okay, hey, new background for this entry to my BFI diary. It's been a while. Well, obviously it won't have when you're watching this, but for me it's been a while because I've just been feeling creatively stunted at the moment, but I'm back and I'm gonna do this now. Okay, just editing this now and I cannot be asked to go back and do it all again because I'm actually really happy with some of the stuff that I said in it, but there's like a thing in my hair here. It's not dandruff or anything like that, it's liquid latex because I do special effects stuff and I was doing a sort of Harry Potter gender bend cosplay thing, insert picture now. So yeah, anyway, back to my video. Question 3 in the Arts Award thing, and let's just get going. I've just got the starting words of the different questions written down here because I like to think on my feet, toes. Anyway, here we go. So I went to Home to see it. Home Theatre, Cinema, Restaurant, Gallery, Home MCR, Home in Manchester. And what did I see? I saw the Miseducation of Cameron Post. It says we have to provide a ticket or evidence. Here is my ticket and evidence. I've seen stuff since that I could have done this on, but this is something that's really stuck with me, so I thought, you know, I'll do it on this. I was doing some research on some books I'd like to read, and I heard that The Miseducation of Cameron Post was a film that was going to be coming out in 2018, and the book sounded really interesting, so I read the book and it quickly became one of my favourites. I've got it right here. It's such a good book. So I thought, you know what, when this film comes out, I'm going to go see this film. So that's what happened. So I went. What art form is it? It's a film. It's an independent film. What have I seen or done anything like this before? I have obviously been to see a lot of films before. Independent films, I've seen. Since moving to Manchester, because of access to places like Home, I've seen quite a lot of independent films, like Swiss Army Man, which is brilliant. I have a big poster on my wall over here. And I watched a really good film called Cry Baby, which is like an old young Johnny Depp film the other day. A Norwegian film called Thelma, which I thought was absolutely brilliant. New or unexpected? It was both new and unexpected. New is in the fact that I think it's something that's not... It was a film about the oppression of like LGBT teenagers. It was approached in a very beautiful way, which made not only the storytelling in the film absolutely beautiful, it made the meaning and the connection with the characters beautiful. And like I said, the book is probably my second favourite book that I've ever read. It's brilliant, and the book is this long. It basically split up into 3 sections. Cameron when she's younger, Cameron when she's sort of a teenager discovering herself, and then Cameron when she's at the gay conversion therapy camp, God's Promise. And the film only spans the last third of that book while she's at God's Promise. So that was an interesting thing going into it because I didn't know how they were going to be able to adapt it like that. Because in my view, the film is the brilliant adaptation. The characters transfer perfectly over, but they're still different enough. It doesn't destroy preconceived conceptions that you have about the characters in the book. Whereas in the film, they are separate characters, however, so undeniably Cameron. She is Cameron Post. It's brilliant. The performance is absolutely brilliant. The direction is brilliant. The cinematography is brilliant. The narrative is just so clever, and the way that it literally takes things word for word from the book but makes them so unique and individual and filmic. It's very filmic, and I love it. Things that were less good, I think I would have really liked to have explored or to have seen a filmic exploration of some of the earlier parts of the novel. So I don't know, I really liked the film. I'm trying to think less good. I feel like there was a couple of characters that were left out that were really cool. I think there was a missed opportunity with a couple of things. Information about Cameron's character that I would have really loved to see expressed filmically. But overall, I really loved it. What I learned from it is that the simplest, everyday stories of oppression and overcoming things can be the most cinematic experiences that you've ever witnessed. I left the cinema feeling repulsed and accepted. And that's something that I want to be able to achieve in making films in the future. The next part you'll be seeing, my mum, who went to see it with me, I'm going to be asking her what she thinks about the things that I said about it, and if she agrees or disagrees, because she hasn't read the book, so that'll be interesting for me to get a perspective of someone who didn't already know the story and the characters before coming into it. See ya.